If you're not into travel, there's 1,000+ recipe videos from Steve's Kitchen. You can check those out as well. We've even got a nice Mexican series where I'll teach you all about nixtamalization of masa, how to make your own at home, how to make tortas, how to make elote, all sorts of things. You can check that out as well. Okay, now we're off. We're just going to wait. They actually give us tickets, so we got tickets for each of our bags. And this guy, there's the. So you can see our bags are in here. De rojo. Gracias. Gracias. Thank you, boys. So this is the Tulum ADO. It's actually really small. Really small ADO. When you come outside, there's a rank of taxi drivers here. So I'll just have a quick chat with the guy about the taxis and where we're going. I'll talk to you in a minute. So as we heard here, the taxi drivers, this guy here, 610, they're complete crooks. They want like 100 pesos off the bat. We've got to go about 600 meters up the road. So the little taxi mafia. Getting the taxis in Tulum, outside the ADO terminal, I don't know, possibly organize a taxi with your hotel before coming here. You can get on the Colectivo. There are Colectivos that go. So now they've got a local fare, and there's no way those two guys are going to pay him 100 pesos to go back to their home. They're probably going to pay 20 pesos, which is hilarious. 15. Okay. So we managed to get a deal with the guy. Thank you, man. Muchas gracias. So here we are, Tulum, Centro Tulum. We're near Campanella. So we're about 600-700 meters, as I say, from the apartments, and we found a guy who's happy to take us, so it's cool. You know, the thing is, I'll drop that down a moment so you can read my lips, because you can't read my lips like that. The thing is, if a local picks up these fares, they're going to pay local prices. So once 5 or 6 people who get off our bus who are likely to pay the touristic costs to get somewhere have gone, then we're back on a level playing field. So just be patient. Even now, this is a little more expensive than what we would pay in another city, but it's Tulum, so you've got to accept that to a degree. One thing that does put me off a little bit, you see lots of these white taxis, and there is no Uber app or Didi app or even Easy Taxi. None of them work here because it's a bit of a taxi mafia. They charge even the shortest distance, they'll try and charge you 100 pesos, which is considerably more than any other city that we've stayed in. Now you can haggle the prices down, but as a general rule, they always want to gouge you on the price. So for example, if we wanted to get a taxi down to the beach, I think it's a minimum of 100 pesos, 150 pesos. That in any other city, say in Merida, would probably, the same distance would cost you maybe 30 to 40 pesos. So it's not a small amount. So this first little section, as we walk down, it's not a great pathway, so I tend to walk out on the road, but there are better valued shops and eateries at this southern side. Would you say southern side of Tulum, Michelle?
Yes,
on this southern side, the prices are more reasonable, even closer to the prices of other cities. But as you get down into the old town centre, or the centro of Tulum, the prices for drinks, food, tend to sort of skyrocket a little bit. Now, you wouldn't want to be walking down this place at night time. I can tell you it's actually pitch black and there's quite a drop, no barrier at all. But luckily, you're right next to the hospital of Tulum. So if you fall down there, it's not a long way to go to the hospital, which indeed you're going to need. So at this point, we've started to enter central Tulum. So we're not a long way, barely about 200 meters from where our hotel is to where central starts. There's going to be a development here. They'll be building something in the near future. There is no easy way of getting down to the beaches from this centre area other than going down the designated main road, because the beach itself is in that direction, but it's a good 2 or 3 kilometres. This here is one of my favourite little eating places. We discovered this on the first day. It's a little taqueria. I don't even know the name. Similar to the Taqueria Chiapas that we went to in Merida, so similar. It's probably, they're not connected anyway, but you'll see the pastor is nowhere near. Well, they've got two pastors here. But the pastor is not as fresh as the pastor that we found in some of the other cities. Now this little middle road here, which is separate from the main street, still has vehicles and bicycles that come up and down. The preferred method of transportation for most of the tourists that are here are bicycles. And there are thousands of them here. I don't know if my microphone's picking that up. That is a real rocking place over there. There's probably only about 3 people in there. A party of 1, perhaps. I wasn't filming it, but the other day a police car pulled up and picked up some big cones. They weren't the small cones, but some big sort of barrel-shaped cones. Chucked them in the back of the police car and drove off, and they fell out the back. So yeah, not the smartest thing to have done. Now this is the ADO. This is where we arrived on the coaches. So south end of the high street, the ADO. ADO is the sort of national coach service. It's the main coach service here in Mexico City. They're really good quality coaches, actually. Now there are thousands of these shops selling what seem to be much the same sort of stuff. So it's hammocks, hats, wooden carvings, and bags.
50% off, only here.
50%, yeah?
Only here.
Thank you.
Mr. Pancho Villa.
Sí, gracias. %50 off, but only there. Now, you might say 50% off, but I can tell you now, the prices here are 50% higher, at least, than most of the cities and towns we've been into. So they can well afford to knock 50% off. So here's another taqueria. The guy's got it's got the fork on here. Voila. You compare that to I'll put it up if I've got a video of the pork that they were producing in Merida. So I'm really showing it as it is. This is central Tulum. Now, just in case, as you look at the video behind me, everything looks clean and tidy, which it generally is. Take a little deeper look into the areas between the buildings. Take a little look at the curbstones, and that gives you a better idea of the sort of ambient feeling that you get. I mean, I don't know if these red ones are live. They're probably not. But I'm telling you what, I wouldn't trust it, would you? We've got two red wires coming down there. And coming down from what are clearly live terminals. You've got to basically, take your life in your hands if you go and sort of lean onto one of those cables. Now, ordinarily, anywhere in the world, they would be dead cables. No chance of you getting electrocuted. What do you think, Michelle? If I said they're bound to be safe, will you put your finger on the live wire and ground it?
I wouldn't, Charles.
No, I wouldn't. Now on this section, they've actually done the bicycle path green with a maximum of 30 kilometers an hour. But as in a lot of parts of Mexico, and including in Merida, where I think it was probably slightly better organized, these pathways sort of swing in and out of the footpaths. And I've seen on the 2 or 3 days we've been here, constant sort of aggression between cyclists and pedestrians. It frequently ends up causing, if somebody has just crossed over from here and they're coming in and across and they don't look left and right, because although technically on this side you should be cycling in this direction, I can guarantee you there'll be people cycling in this direction, so you have to really be careful. And you can see there are people just here now walking down that section of green cycle path. That causes a lot of consternation between the cyclists and the pedestrians. Again here. So if you do decide to take a bike, just be careful. Be careful. I mean, I wouldn't be a sort of nanny state and say that you've got to wear helmets and be super vigilant. But if you're reasonably adept at riding a bike, go for it. But be careful and don't get stroppy if somebody walks onto the path. It's easy to do here, and it's going to happen. 100%. It's not going to not happen. 100% it's going to happen.
Yes.
Good day, guys.
Welcome to Tulum, guys.
Thank you, man.
Hey, my friend.
Yeah? Free tequila?
Yes, welcome.
No, I don't want it at the moment, man.
Free marijuana.
From the beer.
Free marijuana?
From the beers, tequileros, shot,
No, not now.
drink
No.
catchers,
No. Thank you, man.
máscaras.
Dream catchers, what do you have? Mascaras,
Yes.
dream catchers.
Drink catchers, wherever you like. I got.
Let me have a quick look. It's got the big dream catchers up here. They got free
This is the
tickets.
Magnus.
Magnets. How much are your magnets?
120, don't worry.
120.
Yes, the big promotion right now.
Big promotion, huh?
Yes.
Thank you, man.
No, the catchers.
No,
Must.
no. My dreams are all caught. Thank you.
No money, just money.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Good day. So, pretty much all. Look at these lovely rope hangings here. You've got the all the different hammock designs, square ones, more dream catchers. Hello.
Hola.
Hola. But Tulum, if you're here on your spring break, there's a girl going by. I've seen a few of these little electric bikes. Good day.
Is it a bike or is it a scooter?
It's a sort of scooter bike, isn't it? Yeah, so, this, by the way, if you are here and you need to change money, San Jorge is probably the best place in Tulum to get your exchange. Today, they've actually got the prices up on the board. When I went in to change a little bit of money, they didn't have, so you have to sort of, take it that they're being honest. But I've been advised by almost everybody that that's the best place to change your cash, and it's considerably different than most other places here in Tulum. So, yeah, I'm not condoning it or recommending it, but that's what we've understood. This place here, El Grifo. They've got all, what would you say? What do they call them? Like bespoke ales, craft beers. That's the word I'm looking for, Michelle. So they've got a whole load of craft beers. I went in there yesterday just to have a look. The guy didn't even bother looking up at me from his desk. It was quite disappointing. So, big down for that one. And possibly the reason, check this little pathway as we go over. Whoops. You see there's a car coming in. It's going to cross over the bicycle path. G'day guys.
Pitbull è un altro. Okay.
So this now is the heart of downtown. This is pretty much near the junction that heads down to the beach, the playa. Are we at that junction now, Michelle? I think we are, aren't we? So yeah, this crossroads ahead of us, this is the actual junction where you hang a right, go down to the beach, Satellite Avenue. So, if you're leaving Tulum, you'll go out that way. Now on this crossroads here, you can just see over here, there are loads of great little local eating bars. And I've been told by some of the locals here, that's where they like to go and eat, where the prices are a bit more reasonable. But today, Michelle and I, we're going to cross over and walk down this street a little way.
Stay here a little bit.
Nice and cool, is it?
It's nice and cool.
Okay, now we're in unknown territory because we haven't walked down this street before. And I think, do you know how many kilometers it is, Michelle, to get down to the beach? About 3 kilometers from here. So it's still quite a long way. If you want to go down onto the beach, you're looking at 3 more kilometers, which is quite a walk. There's nice little greengrocers here. Okay, we're going to pop in and get ourselves a drink. Ooh. My first Pepsi in Mexico. They didn't have Coke in there. Michelle's got a nice fresh mango juice.
20 pesos.
20 pesos, was it, Michelle? For about, oh, I don't know, probably about, I don't know, that size bottle. Tastes like Coke. Now, there is a slight difference. A slight difference. You cooling down? Hey, you cooling down? That's how hot it is. Even the dog wants to just get in the ditch. So, I don't know, Michelle.
It looks like it's sort of
3 kilometers of this. 3 kilometers of this. To get to a beach. Beaches I don't even like. I'll tell you what I might do, because I'm a complete wuss. It's a nice bit of wall art. I might chuck up a bit of B-roll footage.
because it's 3 kilometres there, but you've got 3 kilometres back too.
Plus the 2 or 3 that we've already walked.
Absolutely.
That's a fairly hefty round walk to see a beach that I really don't care to see. I suppose what I'm looking for is permission from those that are watching to say, go on, go back. I'm absolutely drenched, by the way. My back is dribbling with water because the humidity and the heat here. What month are we now, Michelle?
We are July and it was 36 today.
36 degrees, but the humidity is like 200%.
Past these food carts that are selling up.
So there's some food carts here, which is always good to see. Could have had a drink and something to eat, but they haven't set up yet. They're just where they're setting up, which means they're going to be at least another couple of hours before they'll be prepped with their food. But they tacos and tortas.
Tacos and tortas again.
Tacos and tortas.
This one's tacos again.
Tacos, guys.
Tacos, huh? So tacos and tortas all the way down here, maybe the odd hamburguesa and... no, it's all tacos, I think. All tacos. We'll push on a little bit further, Michelle. So, I'm thinking of titling this something like Tulum, Tourist Heaven or Tourist Hell. I don't think anyone would judge it as being tourist hell particularly. I would say that it's very touristic and it's very un-Mexicana.
It's a vacation place.
It's a vacation place, like a lot of places, like Myrtle Beach, like Miami, like the Gold Coast, but with a lot less, I mean, look, a lot less cleanliness and a lot more heat and humidity. So for me, it's somewhere I always want to come and see these places. Would I come back again? Oh, to be honest, no. I can't see any reason why I would come here twice. Would I regret not having ever come here at all? Yeah, I think I would. I think I'd like to know that I've ticked this box and been here. But what I always like to do, and if you check out pretty much all my travel videos, I'm not a travel blogger, by the way, but if you check out my travel videos, you'll see that we keep it pretty real here on the channel. If you're not into travel, there's 1,000+ recipe videos from Steve's Kitchen. You can check those out as well. We've even got a nice Mexican series where I'll teach you all about nixtamalization of masa, how to make your own at home, how to make tortas, how to make elote, all sorts of things. You can check that out as well. So it looks to me also the road down to the beach has just turned into a mud track as well. No, I think this is the path.
You're just giving everybody a glimpse of Tulum that's not all slow-mo and beach shots and drone shots.
Absolutely. There's nothing I find annoys me more than when I see a video on YouTube showing a place where everything's done to music and sort of drone shots. Imagine having a drone above this area. There's no fly tipping signs hit over there, and yet everywhere is covered in junk. But imagine chucking a drone up above this, getting all that greenery, soft lighting it, and flying it down here with a lovely bit of music, little Mexican music to make it sound better than it is. And then when you get here as a tourist, you're thinking, that's not what I imagined. So at least with us, we're keeping it pretty real. But look at these boys. Looks like an old Datsun. Hola. Nice car. Oh, it's for sale.
Sí.
Oh. How much?
60.
60. Nice. It's an old Datsun. Is the player? See? Hi guys. So an old Datsun for sale. Nice looking. Okay. I've just done a quick map check. We're not on the right road yet, so it's even further down. I thought this was the junction down to the beach. It's further up. It's too hot. It's absolutely cemented my resolve not to bother going down there. I'm going to put some B-roll in just so you know what the beach looks like. And melting hot, melting hot. I've got just one layer on. Probably I should have worn a lighter shirt if I could have done today. If you don't like extreme heat, do not come to this region of Mexico in the spring and summertime. It's too damn hot. We have hotter weather in Australia, by the way, but the humidity is not there. Not this sort of humidity. I mean, this is just rolling off me now. And Michelle, who actually loves the heat, finding it a bit hard going?
It's draining. It just takes it out of you, doesn't it? The humidity is so high.
I feel like I've just got out of the shower. It's running down my body. So yeah, if you want to go down the beach, you've got to go another couple of blocks that way and then hang a right and go down about 3 kilometers. Whether or not there's a way of getting through, looking on the Google Maps, I'd say there isn't.
I had a look on the maps and there's another road way out that way, so the way we've walked, but then you have to go down towards the beach, but it's even longer because
it's a longer, deeper road.
Because it goes at an angle, the beach.
And also when you get down there, I don't think they join up, or there's private bits of land you can't walk along it, so it's a bit of a nightmare. Yeah. Anyway, that's our look at Tulum. I hope you like it. I did it for you. You're getting it real. Take care, share the love, and we will see you in another video. Be good.